everyone, it's Kate here, and today I just wanted to talk about what I have been reading lately and what I'm planning on reading in the near future. And so I will just start right with all of the books. And so I know I talked about how I was doing lots of buddy reads this month, and this week they all combined into 3 books that I was buddy reading this week, and also trying to keep up with other books. So it has been crazy but awesome, and I'm thoroughly enjoying each of these books. And the first that I'm buddy reading with Ange over at Beyond the Pages is Nightingale Wood by Stella Gibbons, and I am a little over halfway through with this, and I'm just having such a good time reading this. It's laugh out loud funny. I'm so glad Ange asked if we could buddy read this, because I don't know if I would have gotten to it so soon otherwise, and I'm just really enjoying this. And then I'm also doing a buddy read with Emma over at The Bookish Princess of Wild Strawberries by Angela Thirkle, and also thoroughly enjoying this. Laugh out loud moments. They're kind of similar authors, and also just modern classics, you know, are going to have a similar feel, and just really enjoying this. And I am over halfway through with this one and will be through by Saturday. And then the last buddy read that I've been doing this week is A Duty to the Dead by Charles Todd. This is the first in the Bess Crawford series, and Bess Crawford is a war nurse, and there ends up being a soldier who wants her to deliver a message back home, and she goes there, and there ends up being all of these secrets and lies in this family and oh, the scandal. It's just really, it's a good time. It's a good mystery, and so over halfway through with this one, and we'll be done with this on the weekend as well. So those have been just a great time. And then also I've been trying, but failing, to keep up with my reading of The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. But I just recently downloaded the audiobook from Audible, and so hopefully I'll be making lots of progress on that this weekend. And then I also started earlier in the month, and when I'm done with some of these buddy reads, hopefully I'll have some more time to read this, and that is Miss Bunkle's Book by D.E. Stevenson. This is another modern classic, and it's about Barbara Bunkle, who writes a book under a pseudonym and lives in a very small town. And then there's all of this drama that ensues when people are reading the book, and they really want to know who wrote this book. And so it just sounds like a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed what I've read so far. I am about 33 pages in, so not very far in, and I am enjoying that though. And then also just continuing to try to finish the Pickwick Papers. I have 100 pages left. I'm so close. I'm so close. I can do it. And so hopefully by the end of the month I will have finished that, because I want to move on to other Dickens books. And I would also like to show you what I got at the library. It would be fun to show you guys what I got. So I got a few DVDs. And the first is the Series 5 in the Poirot series, and I just have really been enjoying these, and there are so many episodes to get through, which is great because I'm really enjoying it. And Hercule Poirot is just this Belgian detective and has a kind of a quirky personality, so that's pretty enjoyable. And then I also got the made-for-TV, like BBC adaptation of Death and Holy Orders, the P.D. James book that I read earlier, and so really looking forward to getting to this, and hopefully it's not too scary. And I just, like I said, I just love the setting, being in an Anglican boarding school, and so I'm really looking forward to this. I have high hopes. And then a couple people recommended to me a period drama from the 70s I'd never heard about before called The Darling Buds of May, and this stars Catherine Zeta-Jones. And it just sounds really fun. It's a small town and just about kind of a funny family living in that town, and I really would like to get to this. So looking forward to that. And those, you know, you can take out for a couple weeks since they're a series. And then another mystery that I've been listening to the audiobook of, and just figured if I wanted to kind of power through this weekend and read it, because I'd like to do a couple mystery reviews for you guys, and that's The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie by Alan Bradley. This is the first in the Flavia de Luce series. It's about a little girl who solves murders using chemistry, and that alone, it was so unique that it made me want to get to it. So I'm really thoroughly enjoying this. I'm about halfway through this one as well. So lots of books that I'd like to finish up so I can have fresh starts with other books. And then a graphic novel that I got. I know graphic novels are kind of hit or miss for me, but just so I could look at the beautiful pictures, I got The Fox and the Star by Coralie Bickford Smith. And in case you don't know, she designed all of the penguin drop caps classic books, and then she also designed the Penguin English Library covers. So she has good she has a good resume under her belt, and just these illustrations are really beautiful. So I'd like to take some time just to look at this. And then I also got the first two in the Professor Dr. Von Igfield series by Alexandra McCall Smith. I heard about these over at Words of a Reader. That's Leslie's channel, and she just really thoroughly enjoys the series, and she has kind of similar tastes, liking modern classics, so I wanted to give these two a try. And then also I have been hearing Katie talk a lot about John McGregor, Katie from Books and Things, and so I wanted to read some of his, and this is If Nobody Speaks of Remarkable Things. I know he has a short story collection, but I wanted to start with this just because I'm not that up to speed on reading short stories, so I wanted to start with the novel. And then I heard from April Sarah, I will link her channel down below, a historical fiction that takes place during the influenza epidemic of 1918. It's called The Uninvited by Kat Winters. And so just wanted to give this a try. I don't know if I'll like it, but I can always try it and see if I do. And then a short story collection I started in December, and I checked it back out from the library to continue with it because I was really enjoying it, is Diving Bells by Lucy Wood, and this is a magical realism short story collection I heard about from Jen Campbell, and I will link her channel down below in case you don't know about Jen Campbell. But I think pretty much everybody on BookTube now knows about Jen Campbell. She just has a lot of subscribers because she has wonderful taste, and she's an author, and her channel is just awesome. So enjoying this. I think I read about 4 stories from it, so I'd like to read some more from that. And then 2 more books that I got, and this is going to be a project I'll be doing for you guys. I told you how I wanted to do a video about why people should read mysteries, and so I got 2 books about that from the library. And the first is by P.D. James, the mystery author that I really like, and she wrote a book called Talking About Detective Fiction. And so I'll be interested to read this and see if there's any material I could use for the video. And then another one is The Figure of the Detective, A Literary History and Analysis by Charles Brownson. So this sounded interesting as well, and very relevant to the topic that I'm hoping to do a video on, to convince all of you that you should read mysteries. And then the last book that I got, I don't know what it is yet, because around Valentine's Day, some libraries have a blind date with a book. And so I thought it would be fun to unwrap it for you guys. And they put, different descriptions on the paper, and then you can kind of gauge from that whether it's something you're interested in. So it says, an abandoned child, an English country home, an inheritance, and a search for the past. So I'm going to unwrap this, and we will see what it is. Okay, it is The Forgotten Garden, a novel by Kate Morton. And actually, after watching some book break videos, have been wanting to read some Kate Morton, so I think I might give this a try. It is kind of chunky, but if you're into a book, it really flies by. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah, maybe I would like that. Kate Morton sounds kind of up my alley, so I've been wanting to try her. And so those are the books I got from the library, the books I'll be reading. Please comment down below with what you'll be reading this weekend and, in the near future. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you for another video soon. Bye-bye.